Bring your awareness once again to the natural flow of the breath. So bring your awareness now to all 10 toes on your feet. And I want you to crunch your toes up, so bring as much tension as you possibly can into those 10 toes on your feet. Into the feet. And then let it go. Allow the feet to completely relax. Bring your awareness then into the calves, into the shins. Bring as much tension as feels comfortable into the calves and shins. And then let them go. If there are any areas of the body that are injured, just bring awareness to that area rather than tensing it up. So then bring awareness into the kneecaps, into the backs of the knees. And then let it go. Bring awareness into the thighs, into the backs of the thighs, the tops of the thighs. Bring as much tension into the thighs as you can. And then release. Let it go. Bring your awareness into the buttocks, into the pelvis. Clench the buttocks. Feel that tension. And then let it go. Bring awareness into the lower back, into the abdomen. Feel any tension there. And let it go. Bring awareness into the ribs, into the chest, and into the shoulders. Tense the shoulders. Squeeze the body. And then let it go. Bring awareness into the arms. Feel any tension in the arms. And let it go. Bring your awareness now into the hands, into the fingers. Clench the fingers tight, make a fist. Feel that tension. And then release. Let it go. Bring your awareness into the neck, into the tops of the shoulders, into the jaw and the chin. Notice any tension there. And let it go. Bring your awareness to the whole of the body, scanning the body with the breath. As you inhale, scan the body from the tips of the toes, noticing any tension that you're still holding on to. And as you exhale, release it. Let it all go. Inhale, mentally scanning the body from the tips of the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. And then exhaling, letting it go. Inhaling from the tips of the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhaling, letting it go. So scan the body a couple more times with the breath. And as you exhale, feel the body relaxing. Feel it sinking deeper into the floor beneath. And then bring your awareness to the abdomen. As you inhale now, swell the abdomen in all directions, filling the abdomen with prana, life force, energy. As you exhale, contract the abdomen, draw the navel in. Inhale, swell the abdomen in all directions, filling the body with prana, life force, energy. Exhale, contract the abdomen, draw the navel in against the spine. Inhale, swell the abdomen in all directions, filling the abdomen with prana, life force, energy. Exhale, contract the abdomen, draw the navel in against the spine. Continue for a few more breaths in your own time, drawing in as much of that life force energy as you can. And then as you exhale, send that energy to nourish all the muscles, tissues, organs in the body. And then allow your breath to return to your natural breath. And before we start our practice, before we go on to our yin practice, I have a poem that I would like to read to you. So I thought we would focus this class on trees, being that it's Christmas, and to celebrate Christmas we decorate a tree, and tree being the oxygen of the earth, and the branches of the tree representing the branches of the lungs. So the poem is entitled The Beauty of a Tree. Can there be anything more lovely than the beauty of a tree? Her leaves shimmering in the wind, dancing so gracefully. The strength of her mighty roots that grows deep into the earth. She's weathered every stormy gale for all that she is worth. Standing tall, resilient, with her branches lifted high, she refused to bow, to break or bend, but reaches upward to the sky. The beauty of the strength within, as she held her head up high, her strong, resilient spirit grew wings and learned to fly. So take a few more nice deep breaths. And when you're ready, open your eyes. We're going to stay lying down though, and we'll move on to our yin practice. So we're going to start lying down, and we're going to bring our right knee in towards the chest, and you're going to interlace your fingers over your right shin and draw that knee in. So you're going to compress that whole right leg, lengthen out through the left leg. So if you want to, you can put a block or a cushion underneath your left leg. If you want to, you can hold at the top of the, at the back of the thigh, rather than the top of the shin. I'm just going to find my timer. And we're going to spend 4 minutes here. So just relaxing down, compressing into that right leg. Lengthening out through the left leg. Relaxing the shoulders down. And bring your awareness to the breath. So noticing what you're feeling. Notice where you're feeling it. Make little adjustments, so either putting a little more tension or a little less tension onto that right shin to draw that right knee in. So we're also working into the hip and into the abdomen as we compress the thigh down towards the abdomen, towards the intestines. So maybe 2 more minutes here. If you want to, if you're not feeling enough there, you can change it into half happy baby for the other 2 minutes. So you can take the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling and draw the right knee towards the armpit if you want to feel it. And you can have a bend in that left knee, or you can straighten it out, blanket or anything, or something underneath that knee. And you can also hold once again at the back of that right thigh rather than straining too much to reach that right foot. So 1 more minute here. So slowly release that right leg down. Stretch it out along the floor. Maybe give it a little wiggle. Or maybe just lie there and feel that rebound. When you're ready, we'll go for the other side. If you want to take a bend on that right knee first, sometimes it's a little easier to bring the left knee up. Interlace the fingers over the left shin and then extend the right leg down if it feels good. You can have a bend on that right knee. You can pop a block or a blanket underneath it if you want to. Interlacing over that left shin. Relaxing the shoulders down. Noticing any sensations on this side. Maybe noticing if one side feels different to the other. Trying not to drift off into thought, but rather feeling into the body. So if you notice that you're drifting off, then just be aware of it and bring your awareness back to the sensations in the body, flow of the breath. And if you're finding that you're a little distracted today, you can always count the breath. Inhaling 1, exhaling 2, continuing up to 10 or 20, reverse it back down. So just giving the mind something else to focus on. So those that want a deeper stretch can go into their half happy baby, stirrup pose on the left side. So remember, you've got the option of bending that right knee, you've got the option of taking the hands back of that left thigh rather than the left foot. Nice, slow, deep breaths. You could bring the breath into any areas where you're feeling that stretch. You could inhale awareness and exhale, feel that area of the body relaxing. So very slowly support that leg with your hands as you release it down. And just take a few breaths there. Stretch the legs out. If you feel like you need to move, just give the legs a little wiggle. You can just lie and feel that rebound, that energy, that chi rushing into the body. So we'll take a nice big stretch now, and we're going to bring the legs together, and you can either take the hands behind the head, so interlace the fingers and take them behind your head with your elbows out to the sides. Or you can stretch the arms out and bring the palms together overhead. And we're going to go to Bandhanasana, so we're going to bend to the right. So you're going to take both feet over to the right, sliding them along the floor as far as they'll go without your left hip rising. And you do the same with the upper body. So your arms, your shoulders, but the whole back of your body stays on the ground. You can keep your hands behind your head and relax your left hand down if you want to. So go wherever feels like a good stretch for you, that you don't feel like you're starting to twist. So getting a good stretch now into the left side of the body. So into the ribs, into the left hip. And a compression into the right side. So just feeling that on the right side. Maybe you'll feel more into the waist than anything on the right side. But everybody is different. So everyone will feel it slightly differently, depending on the makeup of your body and also on your particular stresses or tensions. And you'll find with Bandhanasana, the body gets used to it quite quickly. So just being aware of that. So you're looking for that nice, satisfying stretch, but no sharpness and no pain. And if that stretch seems to dissipate a little and you feel like you could take it a little further, just making little tiny adjustments to get a little bit more out of it. So as we open up the body, we're releasing toxins and we're letting in fresh cleansing energy. So one more minute. So very slowly bring your legs back to the center, bring your shoulders and arms back. Give yourself a little wiggle, a little movement if you want to. What might feel good here is just to take the feet flat on the floor so that you can lift the pelvis up and lower it back down again, just so that you're neutral on the mat. And then we'll get ready for the other side. So either interlacing the hands behind the head and then taking your shoulders and your legs over to the left, or you're stretching the arms up with the palms together. Bending over to the left. So both feet, both shoulders over to the left. So that we're stretching out now the right side of the body. You can relax your left hand down the side of the body. You can continue to support your head with your right hand, or stretch it up along the floor. So again, making sure the back of the body stays grounded so that you're not twisting. So again, continuing to feel those sensations in the body, observing the body, and just noticing when the stretch has dissipated. Maybe bring the feet over a touch more, bring the shoulders over a touch more. So one more minute here. So very slowly making your way back to center. Again, you might feel like you want to take the soles of the feet flat, lift the pelvis up and lower it back down. You might want to windscreen wipe the legs. You might just want to lie for a moment with the legs straight. So whatever feels good for your body right now. And then we're going to take a twist. So hug the knees into the chest. Take your arms out so they're in a letter T. Palms facing down. And then bring your knees over to the right. So bring your knees over to the right and ground down your left shoulder. Now you might feel like you want to put a cushion between the legs. You might want to put a bolster underneath. So just make sure that your legs aren't hanging there, that you're able to completely relax. And making sure that the left shoulder remains grounded. So you can play around with that left arm as well to try and get a little more out of it. So you can turn the palm up to rotate that shoulder. You can bend into the left elbow, or you can stretch the arm up along the floor so that the upper arm goes up towards the ear. Again, as long as that shoulder stays on the ground, so you're getting a full twist into the spine. Once that shoulder lifts, the whole body is just turning, you're losing your twist. So we're creating space in the body, in the spine, in the ribs, in the shoulders. Letting go of all that tension. Boosting our immune systems with that fresh chi energy. So 2 more minutes here. So with Yin Yoga, we try and find stillness in our pose, but we're constantly assessing how it feels and responding to those feelings. Even if that's just noticing them. So support yourself with your hands. So use your hands flat on the floor to bring your knees back up. And then maybe just take the feet flat on the floor. You can take a couple of breaths there, just in active rest. You can lift the pelvis up and lower it back down again. Lift the shoulders up, lower them back down again. And then when you're ready, we'll go to the other side. So we'll take the arms out again, like the T, palms facing down. We'll bring the knees into the chest and then take them over to the left, grounding down your right shoulder. Again, adjusting your right hand as you need to, so maybe turning that right palm up, maybe bending the elbow, maybe sliding the arm along the floor, and making sure your legs are supported. So using cushions, blankets if you need to. I always like to think of twisting as wringing out the dishcloth. So cleansing it, rinsing out, getting rid of all the used water and letting in fresh, clean energy. So we're wringing out the bodies, letting in that fresh chi energy. So with one more minute left. If anyone else is feeling of listening to their bellies rumbling, then you know that twisting stimulates the digestive system. So it tends to start everything gurgling. Oh, it seems to set mine off. I quite often hear bellies rumbling when we're in class. So slowly supporting yourself with your hands, bring your knees back to center. Knees into the chest, resentment. hug from side to side. You might at this point want to either put your feet flat on the floor and reset the pelvis, or you might want to stretch the legs up towards the ceiling. You might want to wiggle the toes. So just bring movement in that feels right for you. And we'll make our ways onto our tummies. So you may or may not want props for this one. Let's grab them. If you have any blocks or bolster or pillows, roll up blanket. You might not want any, but if you have them near the front of your mat. And we're going to come onto our tummies. We're going to relax our feet down. And we're going to have a back bend. Now, if the back is any way dodgy today and you want to take it a little easy, just taking one hand on top of the other and resting the forehead is a back bend. So you can start there if you want to. If you want to come up to Sphinx pose, you're bringing the two hands together, the elbows underneath the shoulders, and lifting through the chest. If you need support, you put your bolster underneath your chest. For that one. And if you want to take it any further, you can take it underneath your hips and come up to seal pose. So see how you feel. And you can lift the legs then at the end. I'll go through a few variants as we go through the 4 minutes. So what you're looking for is to make sure that the pelvis is relaxed onto. And try to draw the shoulders down away from the ears so you're not punching them up. So we've had compression into the legs to wake the legs up. And we've worked on the side of the body with our bandhanasana to create space in the side of the ribs. And we've had a nice twist to release any tension into the spine. So now we're opening up through the chest. We're getting a nice supported back bend. So if you wanted to work on the thyroid a little with this one, you can lift the chin up towards the ceiling and just get that stretch into your throat. But don't stay there for the whole time because otherwise you're going to get a crick in the neck. It's just for a nice stretch. So we always tend to do our yin yoga poses when the body is cold, rather than when the body is warm. We can overstretch. When the body is cold, we can get really deep into it and not overstretch the body, but allow it to naturally release in its own time. Okay, so very slowly relax yourself down. So make yourself nice and long, so remove any props. Stretch the arms out, stretch the legs out. Give yourself plenty of time here. When you are ready to start moving, take the hands at either side of the chest and make your way maybe into a tabletop. So coming onto the hands and knees. And just see how that feels for you. And then when you feel ready, go back into a child's pose or a puppy pose. So you could stretch the arms forward, keep the buttocks high and relax the head, or you can relax all the way back into your child's pose. Again, allowing plenty of time here for the back to adjust. So feel that length into the spine. When you're ready to move, once again, let's come up for a down dog. So come into your tabletop. Take your hands one hand distance further away from you. So they're not underneath your shoulders, they're one hand distance further away. Tuck your toes and lift up for your down dog. And give yourself a little walk. Just start to bend one knee, straighten the other. It's moving from side to side. You can bring the hips into it as well. So just bringing the knees across each time. Feeling into it. And then steadying the feet. And just settling into your down dog for a few breaths. So make sure the feet are in line with the hips. Take as much as a bend on the knees as you need to, so that you can stretch that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Get that length in the spine, space between the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take 2 more nice deep breaths here. And then walk your hands towards your feet. So hands towards your feet till you come into a forward fold. You can have a bend on the knees. You can take hold of the elbows. You can let the body be nice and long. Lengthening out the spine. Letting gravity pull your elbows down towards the floor. And then when you're ready, come down onto your hands and knees, or onto your knees, and stretch your legs out in front. Just give them a little bit of a stretch. I'm going to do a forward fold from here. So the last of our yin poses for today. So my suggestion is you start with bent knees so that you get that nice bend to the hips rather than slouching. So maybe blocks or a rolled up blanket or a cushion underneath the knees. If you have a bolster, plug that in and relax forward here. And we're going to stay here now, again for the 4 minutes. So if you don't feel like you need anything under the knees, then don't, you can take it out after a few breaths, but see how you feel. But you'll notice if you do have a slight bend in the knees, you might be able to get more into that lower back. Again, noticing what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. And remember, we're not going to our deepest level. We don't want any pain here. We're just going to the point where it feels like a really good, satisfying stretch. So remember, you're constantly feeling into the body and allowing the body to go a little deeper as it relaxes. At the same time, if it starts to become too intense, you can try breathing into it first and just see when it relaxes a little with the breath. Just visualize
that area of tension relaxing as you exhale. If it gets too intense, just back off just a touch. Little micro movements can make a really big difference, either going deeper or just backing off a touch, just to find that sweet spot. So slowly making your way back up. So props to one side, we won't be using them for a little while, so popping them out of the way. Bring movement into the body, or sit with it for a moment if you need to. And when you're ready, come with the legs crossed, with the right leg in front. If crossing the legs is uncomfortable for you, you can stretch the legs out, it's no problem, but if you can, sit with the legs crossed. Sit with the legs crossed and the right leg in front. Sitting up nice and tall. Take your hands to your knees. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. So you don't have to go all the way forward. Make sure the buttocks don't lift off the floor. Inhale, roll up. Lengthen up. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, roll up, lengthen up. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, roll up, lengthen up. Exhale, lean forward. Let's do 4. And last one. With this last one, take the hands off the knees and take them to the floor in front. So you can fingertip the floor, take the hands flat, and the hands right in front of your legs or a little bit further away, whatever works for you. Go to the point where you feel a stretch, might be in the hips, might be in the lower back. And take a deep breath there. And then wherever you are, just walk the hands over to the right a little. So walk the hands over to the right a little. See if you can get a stretch right into the left lower back, left side of the lower back, left hip, left ribs. And then walk the hands over to the left as far as you can. And that stretch into the right side of the body. And then coming back to center. So you can stretch forward a little more. And then coming all the way back up. And swap your feet. Take your left foot in front. Inhale, open your arms out wide. Spread the fingers wide. Open it. Exhale, round spine. Tuck your navel in. Palms together over the head. Chin to chest. Inhale, open up wide. Open the chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, rounding. Draw the navel in, round the shoulders, palms together. Inhale, opening up. Exhale. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, and 3 more. Working with the breath. Last one. And then relax the hands down, give the shoulders a little shake. And give the neck a little bit of movement, so rotating from one side to the other side. So wherever it feels good, not forcing it, just bringing gentle movement into the neck. And then taking your fingers to the floor again. So we're going to come forward again, but this time we have our left leg in front, so it might feel a little bit different. Might feel like you can go deeper, might feel like you can't go quite as deep. So just taking the hands as far forward as they'll go, fingertipping the floor, so maybe you're here, maybe you're here. So wherever works for you, just make sure the buttocks don't lift off, keep the buttocks grounded. And then we're going to move over to the right once again. And over to the left once again. And then coming forward once more. And bringing the hands back towards you. Making your way onto your hands and knees now. And back up into your down dog. Having a little walk, having a little stretch. And then coming on to the hands and knees. So let's have a little stretch into the wrists. Take the wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, lean forward. And so you feel that stretch into the wrist. And then exhale, relax back. Into a child's pose. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. So you might want to adjust where you have your wrist. You might want to stretch the arms out a little bit more. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Twice more. And then take the hands down by your sides. Once you're in your child's pose, maybe wiggle the fingers. Take a few breaths there in your child's pose. Let the buttocks sink down towards the heels. And then interlace the hands behind the back. And you can come a little bit more onto the top of the head, not the crown of the head, but halfway between the forehead, so that top part of the head there. Just relaxing down onto that top part of the head as you stretch the arms up behind you. So only go to the point that feels like a good stretch, no pain. Draw the shoulder blades together. A few more breaths there. And then release down. Take the arms out in front, getting ready once again. Stretch your arms forward for your down dog. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Tuck your toes, lift up, down dog. So take a few more breaths in your down dog. Okay, so from here we're going to come into three-legged dog. If anything goes on with the hips, if it doesn't feel good for you, stay in full down dog. Inhale, weight into the left foot, right leg behind for your three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose. And come up high onto those left toes. Inhale, right leg behind, three-legged dog. So if you need to do this on your knees, you can do. Exhale, draw the right knee in towards the nose. So if you wanted to come to your knees, you would be doing it like this. So last one, inhale, right leg behind. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in, squeeze it. And then step that right foot forward for a lunge. Lengthen out through that left leg. High on the fingers. Deepen the breath. So just check the alignment then. Make sure your right ankle is underneath your right knee. Take two more nice deep breaths there. Place the hands. Exhale, step back for your down dog. Take a few breaths in your down dog. You need to take a child's pose for a moment, do. And we'll go for the other side. So weight goes into your right foot. Inhale, bring your left leg behind. Again, you can do this on your knees if you need to. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in, squeeze it in, come up really high on your right toes. Inhale, left leg behind. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg behind. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in, squeeze it in. And then step that left foot forward. Come into your lunge. Left ankle underneath your left knee. Lengthen out through that right leg. Deepen the breath. And then place the hands Step back, down dog. Take a child's pose here if you need to. Two more breaths. And then coming back into your down dog if you're not already. Stepping to the front of your mat. So step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward, come into a forward fold there. So have your feet hip distance apart. Fingertip the floor or the shins, hands on the shins, and just lengthen the spine. So just get that length into your spine. So look forward, and then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, so hand on the floor or on the shins. Look forward. Exhale, release down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. On your next inhale, you're going to take your right hand and you're going to fingertip the floor here between your feet. And you're going to stretch your left arm up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, you're going to straighten your left leg, bend into your right. So stretch up with your left hand. Looking up or looking straight ahead. And then inhale, swap. So take your left hand to the floor. You're bending into your left knee. You're straightening your right as your right arm comes up. Exhale. Inhale, swap again. Right hand down. Left hand up. Once more. Inhale, left hand down. Right arm up. And then come back to center. Get nice and strong into your feet. Nice soft bend into the knees. And we're going to slowly roll up. So make your shoulders nice and heavy. Head nice and heavy. Slowly rolling up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Use your abdominals. Squeeze in. Come to standing. Okay. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen up through the spine. Crown of the head going up towards the ceiling. Take the palms together at the chest. Take a few breaths. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Nice soft bend in the knees, hinging from the hips. Fingertip the mat. Inhale, step the left foot back as far as you can. Lower your knee, left knee. Top of the foot flat and look forward. Place the hands, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Okay, so here you can either inhale, lower the knees first, then the chest, or inhale into plank and exhale lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, you can come to the knees first and then step the right foot forward or step the right foot forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. Nice softness in the knees. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Nice bend in the knees. Inhale, step the right foot back as far as you can. Lower the knee. Top of the foot flat, look forward. Place the hands. Tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. From here, you either inhale, lower the knees first, bend the chest, or inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, either come to the knees first, and step the left foot forward, or step the left foot forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hands to pray. Inhale, this time arms out to the sides and up. So open it up nice and wide. Exhale, swan back forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Fingertip the mat. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, step your left foot back. This time turn the foot for warrior two. So you're going to turn your left toes towards the long end of the mat. Squeeze into your tummy. Make your way up, warrior two. Adjust your feet as you need to. So bending into that right knee. Deepen the breath. On your next inhale, you're going to turn, twist, hands to the floor. Exhale, step back, down dog. Take 3 breaths here, down dog or child's pose if you need to. And then inhale, lower the knees or plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come to the knees first if you need to. Or bring the right foot forward. Exhale, bring the left foot forward. Inhale, arms up to the side. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms up to the side. Exhale, swan dog. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, step your right foot back, getting ready for your warrior two. So the right toes turn towards the long end of the mat. Squeeze your tummy, use your abdominals to come up. Warrior two. Bend into that left knee and draw that left knee back toward you. You should be able to see your right big toe and the first toe. Deepen the breath. And now on your next inhale, turn, twist, hands down. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. And then inhale to plank or lower the knees. Exhale, lower the chest or lower down. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Come to the knees if you need to. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, arms up to the side. Exhale, hands to prayer. Close the eyes, take a few breaths. Take a drink of water if you need to. So tree pose, you know, it's all about trees. A minute. Nice rounded rooted tree pose. So balancing pose. We're going to ground down our right leg. So get that right leg nice and strong. Your options are you bring your left heel above your right ankle. You bring your foot to your right calf or up to your thigh. So if you're bringing it up to your thigh, you've got to firm up the thigh to press it into the foot. Focus on a point in front, so maybe you're not in the wood. If you have wood, you're not here. And deepen the breath. Sorry, I'm going to give up. Yeah. I'm so used to saying that, you're not here. Maybe it would. So if it's not too windy where you are and your tree isn't rocking too much, you can take your thumb and forefinger together. You can stretch your arms out. You can bring your palms together over your head. Stretch up towards the ceiling. And then release your hands down. Bring your knees to the center. Point the toe, bend and release. Give your legs a shake. Well done. Other side. Ground down your left. And then same again, so just avoid the knee, either above or below. Take your right foot up. Hands to prayer. Deepen the breath. Grounding that foot into the floor, rooting it into the earth beneath. Keep focusing on that point in front. Again, option, thumb and forefinger join. Bring the arms out. Your big branches. Or overhead palms together for a Christmas tree. And then release the hands down. Bring the knees to the center. Bring the toe. Bend and release. The legs a shake. And make your way down onto the floor. So we'll lie on the back in active rest. So knees pointing towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders, palms facing up. You can lift the pelvis, lower it back down if you feel like you just need to neutralize the spine, the lower back. Just take a few breaths then. Feel the sensations in the body, feel the flow of the breath. Okay, so we're going to do a few bridge lifts. If you have a block or a pillow that's quite thick that you can put between your thighs, then do. So just make sure it's in the center, so it's not where the knees are. It's here, the center of the thighs, so not too close to the groin either. And you want your ankles underneath your knees. So line up your ankles underneath your knees. So the block is just an option. You don't need to use a block if you don't have one handy. You can just imagine the block is there. As you inhale now, then squeeze into your block if you have it, or your imaginary block. Lift your hips up, squeeze your butt cheeks. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly lower down. So make sure you can feel those glutes working. So do 4 more in your own time. Pressing those feet into the floor, so don't let the toes lift, don't let the toes curl. So as if you're pushing them away from you at the same time when you lift. When you've completed, take a little rest, take your block out for a moment, maybe winds can work the knees from side to side. Okay, and then getting ready once again. This time we're going to hold with or with butt out block, your choice. Between the thighs if you're using your block. And then lift your hips up when you're ready. Ground those feet down. Lift your hips up. Squeeze your block. And if you want to, you can roll your shoulder blades underneath. Interlace your fingers behind your back. So like this, behind your back. And ground your forearms into the floor. So this is an option. If you don't want to roll the shoulder blades underneath, you can stay just with the hands down by your sides. Squeeze your butt. Hold for 6 to 8 breaths. So if you feel that it gets too much at any time, feel free to lower down. Keep squeezing the butt. Keep pushing those feet down and away. So on your last breath, whenever you decide it is your last breath, just lift your hips up a little bit more, go a little higher as high as you can, and then slowly lower yourself down. Take your block out, windscreen wipe your knees. And then ground yourself back down again. So if you need to lift the shoulders up, relaxing down, lift the pelvis up, relax it down. Ground yourself back down. And we'll bring the right knee into the chest. We'll interlace the fingers but behind the thigh this time. So interlace the fingers behind the thigh. And then stretch that right leg up towards the ceiling. So try and flex the foot. So don't have the foot nice and floppy. You want that leg to be engaged. So flex the foot. So see if you can send your heel up towards the ceiling. And then another option is to extend the left leg along the floor. So you're interlacing your hands behind the right thigh and extend your left leg along the floor. You can have a bend in that left knee if you need to. And then bend that right knee. Bend the left knee up so that the sole of the left foot is flat. And bring that right ankle on top of your left knee. So you're doing a figure 4. And then you're just going to push gently with the right hand against that right, inside of that right knee, just to open up that hip a little. If that's enough for you there, you can stay there. You don't have to take it any further. If you want to go a little bit deeper, bring the left knee in towards you. So both knees come in towards you. Take your right hand through the legs and interlace your fingers at the back of the left thigh or on top of the left shin. Make sure you can relax your head back down again. And take a few breaths there. From here, release that left foot to the floor. Hold the back of the right, so keep that right knee in towards the chest and extend that left leg all the way down. So your right knee is bent into the chest, your left leg is extended all the way down on the floor. Your right hand now is going to go, so your left hand is going to go on your right knee. Left hand, right knee. You're going to bring your left arm out. Your right arm out. So let's see with your right arm. And we're going to do a twist. You're taking your right knee across to the left. So right knee across to the left. Ground down your right shoulder. Confusing myself now. So going to twist into the spine. And then come back to center. Extend that right leg along the floor. And just let both legs relax, the body relax. Take a few breaths. Ground yourself down. Notice if the right side feels different to the left. When you're ready, we'll take both feet flat on the floor again to begin with, and then extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. Interlace the hands behind your left thigh, and then lead with that left heel. So get that really good stretch into the back of the left thigh, to the left hamstring, but not to the point that it feels that sharpness. So take a slight bend on the knee if you need to, and extend the right leg along the floor. And then we're bending up that right knee again. We're bending into the left knee, and we're taking the left ankle on top of the right knee. So making that figure 4 again. And we're starting off just by gently pressing that left knee open with the left hand. And then option to bring your left hand through, bring your right knee in towards you, And interlacing the hands behind the right thigh or on top of the right shin. Relax the head, the shoulders. Lengthen the spine along the floor. And then release down, but keeping that left knee in towards the chest so the right leg extends along the floor. Your right hand now goes onto your left knee. Your left arm comes out, palm facing down, nice big inhale. As you exhale, you're taking that left knee over to the right. Ground down the left shoulder. You can rest the left foot on the right thigh or on the floor. And then come back to center. And extend that left leg along the floor. Relaxing into Shavasana. So we're going to move on into a Yoga Nidra relaxation. So if you can get yourself ready, make sure you're going to be comfortable and warm. So cover yourself in a blanket. Cover yourself in a blanket. Make sure, because you will cool down quite quickly. Dim your lights. So make any little adjustments you need to. So just scan over the body and notice if you're having to hold the body anywhere, if you're crossing legs or arms, if your legs don't or arms don't feel like they can fully relax, just relax them along the floor alongside you. Have the eyes closed or soft gaze on the eyes. And once again, bring your awareness to the natural flow of the breath. As you inhale, feel the abdomen expanding in all directions. As you exhale, feel the abdomen contract and the navel draw in against the spine. Inhale, swell the abdomen in all directions. Exhale, contract the abdomen, draw the navel in against the spine. Continue these abdominal breaths, allowing the body to fully relax. Tapping into the central nervous system, allowing the body to go into its rest and digest state. With each exhale, feel the body sinking a little deeper into the floor beneath. With each exhale, feel the body release a little more tension. Until you've allowed all stress and tension to evaporate from the body. Imagine yourself now walking down a pathway towards a small wooden gate. When you reach the gate, you let go of all the worries and tension. You leave them all at the gate. You open the gate and you close it behind you. The other side of the gate is a beautiful forest, full of the most magnificent trees. They have beautiful, vibrant leaves, all different colors of green, maybe some oranges, yellows. As you walk deeper into the enchanted forest, you have a great sense of connection with nature. This feels like a really safe place to be. You know that in this place, no one else can bother you. No one else can be here without your permission. This is your safe space. You can fill this space with all the plants and beauty of nature that you desire. You could fill the place with sounds of birds singing, rustling leaves. You could fill it with smells of pine wood or earth. Between the leaves on the trees is a dappled sunshine. And you feel a gentle warmth. As you continue to walk, you come to a clearing. The sun is beaming into the clearing, and there's a big old tree. Take a seat at the front of the tree, down by the roots, pressing your back against the trunk of the tree. Take a deep breath. Fill your lungs with fresh, cleansing air. You think to yourself, I am grateful for all that I have. I let go of all my fears. This time will pass. My body is strong. My mind is powerful. I am sending my love and light into the world. I allow all stress and tension to evaporate from my body. I let go of my fears. This time will pass. My body is strong. My mind is powerful. I am sending my love and light into the world. I am capable of replacing my negative thoughts with positive ones. I let go of my fears. I allow all stress and tension to evaporate from my body. My body is strong. My mind is powerful. I am sending my love and light into the world. Before we leave this place of inner sanctuary, this place of peace and serenity, we'll bring our minds back to the poem at the beginning of class, The Beauty of a Truth.
Can there be anything more lovely than the beauty of a tree? Her leaves shimmering in the wind, dancing so gracefully. The strength of her mighty roots that grows deep into the earth. She's weathered every stormy gale for all that she is worth. Standing tall, resilient, with her branches lifted high, she refused to bow, to break, or bend, but reaches upwards to the sky. The beauty of the strength within, as she held her head up high, her strong, resilient spirit grew wings and learned to fly. So you find yourself standing at the base of the big old tree. You take one more look at its bright leaves, its gnarly trunk, the branches as they reach up towards the sky. You start to make your way back from the clearing into the enchanted forest. But you know that this space is there for you whenever you need to return. This is your peaceful inner sanctuary. So you come to the gate once more. You open it, close it behind you. You can choose to leave the stresses and the worries at the gate. There is no need to bring them with you. You can make your way back along the pathway until you visit again. You start to feel energy coming back into the fingers and the toes. Maybe starting to bring gentle movement. If you want to, you can take the arms overhead and take a nice deep stretch. You can roll onto one side. Give yourself a few moments there. When you're ready, make your way up in your own time. So coming once more into your comfortable seated position. Take your right hand onto your chest and your left hand onto your abdomen. Close your eyes. And once more, we'll go back to an affirmation. I am grateful for all I have. I am grateful for all I have. I am grateful for all I have.
hands to prayer the chest. Take a nice deep breath. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna pop this up. That's up to you.